When you're on a flyby mission, there ain't no second chance.
We were getting pictures, they were getting better and better, and you could begin to see detail as these moons got bigger. You know, the dread you have is that you don't want to see a lot of worlds that look like Earth's moon. Let's face it, it's dull.
I think everyone figured they would be just battered ice balls. You know, kind of like the highlands of the moon, nothing but impact craters. And when we saw Callisto, basically it's totally hammered, right? Saturated with impact craters. Ganymede shows a lot of interesting grooves and ridges, but it's pretty blasted with impact craters.
Every crater lasts for eons because no forces were present to resculpt the surface. The first two moons were dormant worlds.
And then as we went into the inner two,
you could not see craters on either one of them. Well, this was encouraging because now we think maybe this mission is going to find a lot of diversity.
Discovering this billiard ball smooth icy crust of Europa with cracks in it and what look like plates of ice that might be moving relative to each other. The best explanation for that is that there's a thick ocean of liquid water, salty water underneath that icy crust. More ocean water than on the entire Earth, probably 2 or 3 times. It's the largest ocean in the solar system, and a moon going around Jupiter.
And then, of course, you know, kind of the showstopper for Voyager, we get to Io.
Io, of course. Io was the star of the show. And we didn't learn that until after the encounter.
Everyone had gone home, and Linda Moravito, an engineer whose job was to find out the positioning and the orbit of the spacecraft, noticed some bumps on images of Io.
I was on the mission as a mission navigator, and our job involved just looking back over the shoulder of the spacecraft to say, okay, one more picture of the realm of Jupiter. So it wasn't high priority work.
It was an optical navigation image, and Linda saw this strange thing on the limb.
An enormous object emerged, enormous. And the first thing I said to myself, what is that? And I'm like, it looks like another satellite in the picture emerging from behind Io. An object that size, at that range, at that distance, would have been seen from Earth. It was sufficiently large. I felt with certainty, it was the only thing I knew, that I was seeing something that had never been seen before. This was an umbrella-shaped plume rising 250 kilometers above the surface of Io with volcanic activity. I found the very first evidence of active volcanism on a world beyond Earth.
It was so hard to believe that a little moon could have 10 times the volcanic activity of Earth, which was the only known active volcanoes in the solar system were here on Earth. And then there's Io. Suddenly, we had realized this was a different journey we were on.
Io's volcanoes can shoot lava over 200 miles into space. These eruptions are powered by Jupiter's gravity, which endlessly compresses and releases the moon.
I wanted to say one other thing. We've been saying that perhaps there's some funny way in which Jupiter gobbles up all the things that are coming in and doesn't let Io be hit by any. Well, we aimed a spacecraft and went very close, and had we missed, we would have made the first impact crater.